Oh hi, welcome to part 13 of our DIY deck build. We're on to the bottom deck and we're placing our frame into our deck bricks. We also have our hangers ready to go so that we can start getting this framework done, and then after that everything just goes in like Lego. So we started with this, we've got that all laid out, all the cuts made, and then the next day we had my oldest daughter putting in some more hangers. My dad and my brother came over to help with the splicing, so I had a little bit of a break, so I made them a lemon meringue pie. Then we finished that up that day and it was onto the picture frame, which was a little bit tricky because we did install that French drain system in the corner, but it was nice to have a few extra hands to be able to finish this up, and it looks fantastic. We got the picture frame on both sides, but we know that now it is time to do our blocking. So Dave was doing all the blocking of the picture frame, and then we laid out the blocking throughout the rest of the deck. And on top of that, you know, with everything that gets cut has to be sealed, and then everything that we did put down to put our deck boards on top needs good old joist tape. So there's with all the blocking, and it looks really great. And then we were on to joist taping everything that we were going to lay a deck board on. So our little rig that we made at the beginning of this project came in handy. It allowed us to use less of the tape, and just to be able to lay it out into little strips is a lot more easy to work with. With every level of the deck we built, Marley's always got to test it out. And then it was on to putting down our first deck boards over our picture frame, so Dave pre-screwed those holes, and then I went behind him with the drill and actually put the screws in. So a lot of this is what the entire bottom deck is going to be, but we had a lot of fun just kind of putting this together because it was a lot less tedious than the top. And Dave made beautiful cuts on the corners to make sure our picture frame looks nice and consistent, and it was on to laying down our deck boards. Yay! The end is near, my friends. Stay tuned for more. Okay, bye!